Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the man, myth, the legend, Mr. Adrian Hernandez. How you doing, sir?
Good morning, everybody. Let's go. Excited.
Dude, I love talking to you. I always leave energetic. Hopefully people realize this energy you bring all the time. So thank you very much for doing that.
All the time. It's not fake. And what's cool is I'm getting off coffee for the next 60 days. I'm getting this weird vertigo thing when I drink coffee.
Oh my goodness.
I'm excited because now it's going to be all natural, just less roll, right? So let's go.
I have coffee for you.
I'm fearful. I'm envious because now I got to drink this green thing, dude.
No thanks. No thanks. But hey, something we're going to do probably for the next year. First episode is let's talk about the Orange County housing market. You are a real estate agent, real estate broker in the market. I think housing markets across the country are changing. I talked to Brian Lebo. I'm setting up a call with Steve Trang in Phoenix. Obviously talked to Ty and Omar. So what's going on in Orange County? I'm guessing it's changing just like everywhere else.
It's changing as of, we spoke 2 weeks ago. We were still having a massive amount of reductions. Same thing, right? If I look in the last 7 days alone in South Orange County, we had 54 properties that had a price change. But I want you guys to take a look at this. 54 had a price change. Only 59 actually came onto the market. Wow. Now let's get a little bit deeper. Expireds in this area are through the roof. You guys, we have not seen an expired listing in this area in quite some time. There have been 5 in the last 7 days, 9 on hold, which then tells me people are still overpricing, hoping that they're going to get what they want, and they're not getting it. But this is something that's even more interesting. If I look at the amount, and let's just not take price reductions for an example, I took a look at all 59 listings that came onto the market, and it's interesting. The average commission is 3.5%. You have people offering 4 to 4.5% just to get properties sold, just to get the agent to bring the buyer. That's interesting. We haven't seen that in a few years. Typically, it's been 2.5. 2.5 was a good day.
Yeah,
4.5% on a $2 million house. It's interesting.
Yeah, so, that's $100,000 in case anybody's wondering.
Yeah. So what it's because, I've had to talk to agents this week and they're like, hey, how, I'm giving commissions, but how do we get these houses sold? They're still not selling. So I'm saying instead of give the commission, right? Still listed at the 2.5, maybe 3%, but take that additional percent, that 10,000, give it to the buyer. Don't give it to the agent. Right. And I think a lot of people are setting it up for commission versus them giving that money to the buyer to help them either A, buy down the rate, B, help with closing costs, C, being able to at least give the buyer some sort of, oh, okay, I'm getting a good deal. They're giving me 15 grand back just to do this.
I couldn't agree more. That's exactly what I'm telling buyers to do. Buyers need to realize that your time is now, and it's only going to get better. I want to talk about those expireds because, again, I don't think people really realize what an expired means. You had 5 expired in a 7-day window. What is the average listing contract in Orange? Is it 90 days? Is it 180 days? What is the average length?
Well, so our company, we have a 6-month policy. It's typically 90 days to answer your question.
So let's just say it's 90 days. That means 5 properties were listed 90 days ago, which would put it in March, and nothing happened.
Yep.
Think about what that means. Again, what have I been telling you on this channel? Wish pricing. Wish pricing. And again, if you don't have to sell, but you want to time the market, you pull a number out of your ass, throw it online, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
And I bet you expireds grow from here.
Oh yeah, we're ready. Just the fact that we've seen 5 in the last 7 days goes to tell me there's going to be 20 by the middle of July. By July 15th, when you and I speak again, there will be 15 guaranteed, because we're seeing it, guys. And here's the issue. Agents are buying into this mentality. They're going along with it with the sellers. Oh yeah, let's try it. Let's list it at 2.5, knowing you're not going to get 2.5. Don't waste the seller's time, let alone your time, guys. And so another thing we're doing is like showing them, okay, 3 months ago, the interest rates were at 4.5%, 4%. How much were the prices? Well, they were 2.93 million. Okay, great. How much did the interest rates change recently? Well, now they're at 5.5%, 6%. I said, okay. and what's been the change in value. You saw your neighbor go up for sale and they expired. What's been the change? Well, we're seeing more like 2.5, 2.45. Okay, so you can see that, and I'm asking.
So we're seeing the same thing, right? Yeah. Okay. Good.
Right. I'm not blind, right? And I'm asking the sellers just so that I can make sure they're seeing this too. So, and then I say, well, you tell me, what do you think is going to happen when we go to 7.5%? We have 2 more hikes. What's going to happen when we go to
at least 2 more hikes? At
least. And I said, what's going to happen to the 2.5? More like 2. And they look at me, just stunned face, right? They're like, well, more like 2.3, 2.4, maybe 2.9, 2.29. And I said, okay, so are we chasing the market, or are we going to cut our loss now and not wishful price, and just do what we need to do today? Let's give 10 today so we can get the price and move forward. And some of them are understanding it. However, there are also certain people that firmly believe this is not going anywhere, and they're just going to list at the top, and there's nothing to do to save those people.
Yeah. No, this is, I think we've talked about this. One of the things, if I was an agent today, I would guard harder than the last 2 years for certain, is my time.
Yeah.
In your example, if somebody was dead against 2.9 and they're not going to take $1 less, I don't think I'd take that listing.
No.
Why?
Unless there is an extreme amount of motivation where, like, they're getting a job transfer and they're moving without a shadow of a doubt, right? Okay, maybe. But if it's, and this is for everybody, if somebody is looking to sell just because of price, I highly suggest you do not work with that person. You're just going to waste your time.
Yeah, no, people need to hear this, because I actually put out a video this morning that I think on July 20th, so 3 weeks away from today, the real estate market fundamentally changed. What is July 20th? That is the day National Association of Realtors, NAR, report the June numbers for existing home sales. They are going to be bad.
Yep.
And inventory is going to explode. And again, what people don't realize is that inventory, to your point earlier, is going to be chock full of wish pricing. But the media is not going to report that. They're going to say, oh my God, inventory is up 117% in LA County and Phoenix, Arizona, and blah, blah, blah. You and I both know, till the earlier comment, expireds are going to wipe out 10, 15, 20% of them.
Yep.
Eventually. But the media is going to go bananas on July 21st. And it's going to be all. And then what's that going to do to buyers and sellers? It's going to wake up sellers like the magic 8-ball, wake up. And buyers, buyers are going to retreat even more. They're going to be like, holy shit, the world's coming to an end. I'm out of here. I'm going to wait for 6 months. I can hear it already. It's just going to be this vacuum, and transactions are going to crater.
We're already seeing it. We are already seeing it, guys. So, this is something that is vitally important for all of us, right? And this is something that I beat our students and the people in our office. It's over and over and over again. We have to become more skilled. We have to become more valuable to the marketplace in skill set and in marketing. Here's the bad thing. There is still amateur real estate agents and wholesalers and investors that think that they're freaking Superman and Superwoman listing and buying these properties that have no idea what they're doing. And it's only going to hurt the market even more, because not only are they overpricing, they're not putting the good terms. They're not knowing how to market. They're still using shitty photos. Nothing about them has changed. They're not growing. So we're going to see, it's going to be interesting. We're going to see a twofold here, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. So again, what I would tell people is, I think, again, I've been calling for transactions to crash. I think it fundamentally shakes, shivers, gigantic earthquake to, we're both in California, July 20th, it's going to happen. And that's where we find out who's the professionals, who's investing. As you said earlier, something I'm telling all my followers to do is, Adrian, I'm not looking at first day listings anymore. I'm now only looking at 30 days old. Why? Because I can start fishing for motivation. Let me be very clear. Want to sell versus need to sell. Want to sell, no motivation.
Yep.
Hence 5 expireds. Need to sell, I want to talk to that person. Because again, I'm not paying list price, not happening. I'm going to get closing costs paid by the seller, and I'm going to get the seller to buy down my rate. or I'm not doing that deal. I have the power. If you're giving 4.5% to the buying agent, let me just tell all buyers that should be a sign. Hello, wake up. You have the power. You are going to be the unicorn 4-leaf clover standing on a rainbow. Use it now. If you have an agent telling you to pay list price on a listing that's more than 2 weeks old, get a new agent. It's just not okay.
And most of the agents are going to go for that 4%, guys. So, and ask the agent. Here's the thing. We were just in a crazy market. All you crazy buyers were asking your agents for your commission, for their commission anyways. Ask them to buy down the rate.
Yeah, do something. Yeah, do not pay $1 closing costs. Get somebody else to buy down your rate. It reduces your expenses for 30 years. As an investor, I keep telling people, time to skill up. Everybody's talking about price. Price is not the thing. Go get terms. I am marketing to owners with equity so I can get term. I'm spending thousands of dollars doing what I say. So yeah, okay. I'm excited by what's coming. Adrian, how can people find you?
Instagram @Adrian Hernandez, YouTube, Adrian Hernandez. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.